Ben, man. Company the connection doit switch. Ah, ça buff déjà, man. Pis t'es juste dans le menu. C'est foutu, bro. C'est grave, man. Juste
Part 3. Je dis que tu as juste ça pareil.
ben, t'es pas rendu à part 3, aren't you? T'as plusieurs shit. Check part 2, check où ça arrête, man. Genre, tu veux savoir ce que t'es.
Non, je peux même pas.
Loin que t'as pas fini part 1 à all either. Probablement, genre, mission 4 de part 1.
Load level, The American Dream, Chapter 1. Non. Chapter 2. Non. Chapter 3. Non.
Ah, c'est au maximum. Ouais.
Chapter 3, c'est ça.
Ah ouais, ouais.
Does it still buffers?
I'm waiting for you to make a decision, man.
Lupino ran his racket of set. My cover had been blown, the door slammed shut behind me, and then I was dodging bullets like raindrops.
So far, it's fine.
Pain in the butt. Ha ha! Pain to the mat. Young spot pig. Got a ticket to Marble City for you. Eat first and lying down. Bring it in.
Everything all right?
A letter on the desk caught my eye.
Joey, Vigilio, you're right in there? They're not answering. Call the others. Tell them to come
Well,
quick.
finitos,
Okay, we can't
finitos.
wait then. We gotta go in now. Bosses, we're coming.
Ah ben, ouvre les safes, ouvre les placards. Fait comme like you did before.
There he is.
T'as déjà vu ça?
Ouais, la dernière fois. T'te rappelles pas, je pense que j'étais mort. Ouais, j'ai sauté en bas du toit.
I remember. Wow, ils ont créé là en même temps.
Bosses. I'm coming in.
The NYPD has been out on
Are there finitos, the finitos?
Yes.
take whatever steps necessary. Here stated that Val here represents out on master day. Killer storm.
When you cut the driven cinematic, skip it.
Take whatever steps.
Comment?
Any buttons? Is...
In his press conference.
Non, mais si je fais. Mais je suis pas obligé, genre, de les écouter cinématiques.
Ben non, si t'as déjà vu, t'as déjà vu.
Ok, mais. Non, non, mais je parle, genre, mettons, mettons, tu sais, là, ils disent d'interagir avec la radio, je suis pas obligé d'interagir avec.
No, you don't have to, but genre. T'as déjà vu la radio comme ça,
Yeah, something's wrong with the bosses. Payne's there and they're not answering. Yo!
Il y a l'autre personne qui te regarde. Déjà mort, bah tu te lis.
Hey!
Ah, ici, là, tu vas devoir penser à ta tête. Ah, la porte. Hey! Tu laisses prendre son arme dans l'armoire.
Ah, mais j'ai activé quelque chose à côté, j'ai pas trop compris.
Previously on Lords and Ladies. Lady Amelia, Archie Valentine asks for an audience.
Thank you, Lawrence.
My lady.
Damn. Lord.
And now, Lords and Ladies, brought to you in part by Acer. My lady.
My lord.
My lady, there is a matter of great importance I must bring to your attention.
My lord. There is.
Indeed, my lady, there is indeed. From the very first moment from that distant forest path, there has been sunlight, the autumn leaves blazing like the colors of the air.
Oh, my lord, you should not
V-head junkies could go off without a warning. I had to be careful.
I think I died. Think I'm dead. I think I died. Think I'm dead.
There he is!
I'm dead. I think I died. T'as oublié les médicaments dans les toilettes? Eh boy.
Je n'ai 8, je suis full.
Non, pas de faire shot.
Ah ouais, j'ai cliqué sur ça.
I think I died. Oh yeah, I did that too.
Oh, careful! It might get back! Kill him! Cut him down!
Le canet aussi, ça porte.
The NYPD has been out on mass patrol.
Tonight, the city's fight against the nightmare drug Valkyr took a turn for the worse, as DEA Special Agent Alex Balder was found brutally slain at the Roscoe Street subway station. A suspect was seen leaving the site only moments after the shots had been fired, and the NYPD is currently in pursuit of Max Payne, a repeated felon believed to be armed and extremely dangerous. And now the weather. The worst winter storm in recorded history continues to pound.
Je viens de checker, j'entends. Ça va faire un max pay.
This party had been dead for a while. I couldn't say I was sorry I'd missed the show.
C'est quoi, tu dis? Qu'est-ce que t'as starté?
Dans le truc, il y a le start button à côté du comment. Laisse-moi le ça. Particulier, c'est bon.
There!
Putain, le kid.
I found Muerte's room. Muerte had received a letter.
Décidément.
Non, mais je sais mettre dans l'histoire.
Our investigation had turned up nothing to link Angelo Punchinello, the head of the Punchinello family, to Valkyr. All tracks had ended with Jack Lupino. The letter in Muerte's room was signed by the Don himself. It was the first hint that the Kingpin knew what was brewing inside his syndicate.
The trouble you got into after the Chicago screw-up. The Punchinello family bailed you out. You have been waiting for a chance to pay us back. One of our trusted boys has a monkey the size of King Kong on his back. We need your special skills for backup on a major deal.
Collecting evidence had gotten old a few hundred bullets back. I was already so far past the point of no return, I couldn't even remember what it looked like when I had passed it.
Break the door. Need to break the windows. And not faulty.
Ouais, non.
J'ai chanté ça parce que avec ses contrôles wonky, j'ai trouvé ça drôle, t'as pas tourné la caméra right away. Nice, si tu crois que c'est chiant marcher sur le edge, attends même parce que Nightmare.
I saw.
Chacun ça va toucher.
I'd found Muerte's room. Muerte had received a letter.
Qu'est-ce que t'as dit?
C'est vraiment désolé. Skip that shit. You're any bit smart, you skip.
I didn't want to know what had happened here. It was not a pretty sight.
Oh. Oh. I'm sorry, but the thing you don't know is you gotta go back. Molotovs are the best. They scream when they go. Oh putain. Yeah, dance. Dance like a lucky.
Hey, yeah. Told you. God damn. I thought it was a bomb for sure. Hey, yeah.
They're legal, la caravane.
Ouais.
Shit out of here.
C'est leur cri, man.
Oh non, buffe pas là.
The hooker had left her diary on the table.
Tranquille, en plus, dans son coin, toi t'arrives et tu le tues for no reason.
Ouais, mais il est gay.
The diary belonged to a hooker named Candy Dawn. The read would have made a vice cop blush.
Had talks with the mystery hag over the phone again. Sent to the latest One-Eyed Alfred tape. As long as the hag keeps paying for the tapes, the old man could come every day for all I care.
She had a nice sideline, making secret X-rated flicks of her clients and selling them to the highest bidder. They would get her killed if her V-fix for the day didn't do it first.
What? Oh. That's awesome.
C'est cool.
Hey,
Hey,
Tim, Go get him. No, wait, you go get him. You go and...
Caught in chapter 4, caught in crossfire.
The old service elevator rumbled down to the bowels of Jack Lupino's hotel.
Chapter 4.
It was freaking crazy. The cops were ice.
Putain de porte de merde.
A winter storm warning is in effect in the whole tri-state area, as both freezing rain and heavy snowfall continue. Many roadways are already closed, and people are advised to stay indoors. The severe blizzard has ravaged New York for 3 days now, with no end in sight.
We'd been snowed from the start in the Valkyr case. The forecast said there was plenty more where that had come from. But the snowbound city was on my side. Less chance of innocent bystanders getting caught in the crossfire.
Hey, yeah.
Exhibit number 1, a newspaper. A dead man tied to a chair lay on the boiler room floor.
Captain Baseball Bat Boy has an unbeatable track record in superhero death matches. But a 6-pack of root beer gets me every time.
The murder weapon was a baseball bat, now lying in a pool of drying blood next to a newspaper folded open on a Captain Baseball Bat Boy comic strip.
You got dead by a baseball.
Take vampire movies. Why are they always set in L.A.?
Whack him!
Oh! Oh! Ah!
Buona parler avec le monde.
Chill with the guns. Trust me, you don't want to piss Muerte off. Gentlemen, let's do it.
Ice up!
A lifetime ago, this would have gone down as a narcotics arrest. The transparent cylinders glowed green, full of Valkyr. It was dirty money. There was a key on the table.
Two mad dog killers, ready to murder each other. They step into the next room, and I'm thinking, now they're gonna do it. But no. They sit down in front of a TV and solve their differences with a kung fu fighting video game. I tell you, Candy, I was so depressed, I strangled them both with the video game cables.
Oh, Rico, you're so bad.
I am, ain't I?
Rico Muerte, big-time hustler.
Who the hell?
It's that cop.
Muerte went for his gun.
Do something.
The antique switchboard was still in. There was an old telephone switchboard in the back room of the reception area, the kind that made phone tapping child's play. It wasn't hard to picture a fat pimp sweating with headphones on, listening to his hookers talk dirty and fake orgasms over a web of party lines, the blood veins of New York. Right now, there was a different set of moans and groans going on.
Boss, Corneli, this is Max Payne. He came, started capping us. He killed her.
Are you freaking kidding me? He's just one lousy cop. You better be freaking kidding me. Whack him. What's the freaking problem? Hello? Answer me. Hello?
The word was out. A deadly virus released into the city's corrupt circulatory system. Something wicked this way comes. Max Payne at large. Use.
You think you could take my money? You know who you're dealing with? Huh? Do you? Do you?
The fuck?
Hold it!
turn around, walk away, blow town. That would have been the smart thing to do. Guess I wasn't that smart. Lupino's tenement buildings were a seedy hangout for all kinds of sleaze. A liquor store, a pawn shop, a laundromat full of mobster bookies and loan sharks. The list went on. The how and why of it was a mystery to me, but they knew I was a cop. They knew I was coming, and they were going to get real trigger happy about it. I got to see Lupino's hangout all lit up. A bomb went off, turning snow into liquid gold. A pillar of fire lit. Another bomb exploded inside the closest slum building. It was a lucky break. The goons inside were spooked, but luck always came with a price tag. More bombs could still be ticking inside, and the cops would already be on their way. Jack Lupino's suite was on the top floor. At least it used to be, before the explosive makeover. The headlines were a depressing read. The headlines were screaming bloody murder. The storm was a screaming duet with the approaching prowl car sirens. It was all a scream when you were down for the count and wanted for murder. The whole building was rigged with explosives. The whole building was rigged with explosives.
Hey!
beaten-up phone in the entrance hall was ringing. It could have been just a junkie in need of a fix, but it turned out to be something more sinister than that.
Am I speaking to Mr. Payne?
Who wants to know?
My name is Alfred Woden. You must hurry. The police are on their way.
Tell me something I don't know.
They know you're there.
How? And what's it to you?
I will contact you again.
The cops arrived, sirens singing in the off-key harmony of the manic-depressive choir. I had a few minutes while the SWAT team would go through their usual routine. By the time they busted in, I needed to be long gone.
Max Payne, this is Deputy Chief Jim Bravura from the NYPD. Drop your weapons and come out with your hands above your head.
Eh?
Someone had left a letter on the counter. There was a key on the shelf. Suddenly it all made sense. The bombs, the Russian mob boss making an appearance in person. Gagniti was his usual self, all talk and no walk.
After our hit, the Russian has only a couple of guns left, and they can be bought. There's no freaking way he has the guts to try anything after that.
As it turned out, the Russian had plenty of guts. One thing you could count on, you push a man too far, and sooner or later he'd start pushing back.
Sinon sa grenade.
Mais... Gros, c'est impossible à faire ce petit jump là.
faut reach l'autre côté, c'est tu jump par en avant, pas genre tu jump par égalité là. Tu jump like you glide, you fucking throw your body in the front au ralenti.
Ouais, c'est ça.
Tu leap par en avant, tu jump en avant, si t'as pas manqué c'est long, tu jump right. C'est
Non, ça marche pas.
Attends, je vais voir comment tu l'as fait.
Ça drop tout de suite en bas.
On see how you do. Attends, tu t'apprêtes à le faire. Ah, mais t'es calme. Jump from the ledge. Tu peux genre piétiner dans le vide. Le motion que t'as fait, c'est genre avant de tomber. Non, tu jump avant là, de sauter. Avant de plus avoir de ledge ensuite.
Ah, ok, ouais, c'est vrai, pas comme un Steve. Je pensais, moi, c'était direct, je tac.
Yeah, it works. C'est juste que t'as early jump. Ah ouais, et voilà. T'es câble. Je vais jusqu'à la fin des temps. Ah, t'as deux use. Ah ouais.
Moi, je...
Avant de sortir par la fenêtre, évite de tout pogner les hosties de placard ou de placard. Parce que moi j'avais à peine de m'aider. Il y a des grenades. Not this window, you prick.
Mais là, excusez.
Là, c'est la black window. Puis le fait que tu parles, j'entends le timing.
The bombs had destroyed all the stairs up to Lupino's office. The alternate route led there by way of adjoining rooftops.
It's never been this cold. Never ever. It's like the sky's falling.
Yes, sir. It's the end of the world as we know.
Ah yeah, the worst part of the game. No, not the worst, but still. Attends, moi j'ai trouvé ça drôle, je les ai... Ok, on va voir si...
To get to the roof, I need to get to the elevator through the locked door up ahead.
Yeah, I thought you would be smarter. Parce que le gars il arrête pas de se plaindre comme quoi, genre il est froid.
Pizza delivery.
Never seen you before. Buzz off, Joker.
Quand t'es molotov en même temps, les deux ils font des cris de fou, man. Puis j'ai eu 3 de mes fumeux qui ont ri parce que toi t'es pas drôle.
Comment ça, tu sais qu'il y a un?
J'ai lu les comments.
C'est qu'ils disent.
Tu peux pas dire c'est ça que tu dis tout quand genre littéralement. Oui, t'as juste moué comme quand. Brûle-les, je te jure. Qu'est-ce que tu vas faire? Ça me juste brûle. Ah, il y a grenades too. Oh le kill. Oh mon dieu, synchro. Ok, I didn't expect those two to come out of nowhere. T'as fait sa clé de shotgun coupée. Tu sais quand dans les airs, dès que t'appuies sur LT, t'arrêtes le ralenti, genre. Si tu vois que t'as fait un fuck up.
No, don't shoot. No, the laundry, yeah. I know him, yeah.
Get me in there.
Le gars qui crie It's Friday, my dude, là, il fait ah! Ben, c'est ça.
Oh, Internet connection is good. Broken gameplay. Ça se peut que ça va buffer un petit peu aussi, va donner.
En effet. Kill the guy. After the doors open, I don't give a shit what happens. Wait, tu l'as... Ah, ok. Je crois qu'il t'avait dépassé, man. J'étais comme shit.
It's me. Open up. Let me in, quick.
Not
Ah,
so
mais toi, devant la porte,
fast.
on sait qui.
The password. John Woo.
Come on. Oh, okay, John Woo.
All right. Come right in. It's a trap!
Hey, why can't you shoot me, mate? Why can't you shoot me, bitch? Qu'est-ce que tu dis ça?
John Woo.
C'est essayé de me tuer le connard.
Ah, man, il y avait un gun this whole time.
Bah, qu'il me suivait, il aurait pu se me mettre une balle en main.
Man, c'est la vache. J'ai mieux de danser pendant que tu ça peut arriver. But at least press the button. Je sais pas pourquoi ils ont fait ça. C'est only
Thank
fucking
you.
dead. Ah yeah, the dead rise. Oh, you shut the music?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Why?
It's the game.
Break the block.
Hold it!
Ah! Okay.
New York City is in crisis tonight,
Hold it.
with reports of Valkyr-related gang war in the
Valkyr,
streets
c'est
of the
question
Bronx.
avec this is the
Apparently, Max Payne, wanted for
But there's
questioning
drugs
in
all
connection
over
with
the
the slaying of a DEA
Parce que
special agent
Valkyr, c'est par
earlier
rapport à
tonight,
ce que le
is
monde
waging
commence
a
à
one-man war against his former partners in crime. Among the listed casualties so far are notorious mafia members Joey and Virgilio Finito, as well as Rico Muerte, himself a fugitive from the law, and a suspect for several murders in the Chicago area. The NYPD has been placed on full alert. A citywide APB has been put out on Max Payne. Deputy Chief Jim Bravura has promised to take whatever steps necessary to bring him to justice. What those steps may be remains to be seen. For NYCNN TV News, this is Kira Silver.
Faut pas genre descendre?
T'es un hostile Riviera. Il y a plus de pistons quand même ici. Tu vas pas te faire appeler Riviera, hein? C'est le cas qui te voit après.
This week on Address Unknown. I don't want to go there. It's the last place I'd want to end up.
Oh yeah.
But that's where I always end up anyway. Only it's not me talking to the pink flamingo, but someone who looks the part down to the finest detail, except that he's evil. I'm hiding in the shadows, watching it all unfold. The flamingo speaks. He can speak here. It says,
There's no content television.
That mirrors are more fun than television. Somehow I know this, just don't ask me how. And smokes at us like it was the funniest thing in the world.
Ok, en temps mal, y'a pas d'ennemis. Mais t'as pas écouté le show? Mais la fin, c'est creepy. See, that's why I don't watch you.
Mais je pensais que t'allais get bored.
Non!
Ok, you want me to play like usual?
Trop tard.
Genre que je l'écouterai 40 000 minutes, genre?
It doesn't last that long. The thing stop on his own eventually sur une fin creepy.
C'est quoi un APB, by the way?
Kinda... Quand toute la ville te look for you.
Je suis un bounty. C'est tu gagnes de l'argent?
Hein?
Non,
c'est un bounty.
Ouais, c'est de la merde.
Red, blue, or green? It's always red or blue in the movies.
So, green?
No, not the green.
They're looking for you.
Ok.
Whatever they have, they drop. So yeah. Crowded c'est ça qu'il y a de la chance qu'il y ait une tempête de fou là.
Moi je suis.
Même pas pu se rendre jusqu'à des coups de semaine, ça a fait dead. Ça a fait dead. Laisser jouer, man, puis que t'arrives à partir du... Comme un bon petit 30 minutes à watcher. More than you ever did.
Mais...
What the hell are you standing around here for? They're bombing us! What are you doing? You're doing nothing! What are you doing? This is war! Freaking war!
Okay. Oh shit. Et ouais, ça sauvegarde exactement ce que tu laisses dans fucking...
Vinny got needy. Just the man I've been killing to see.
Pain? Freaking fed! I knew from day one there was something screwy about you. What do you think you're doing? You're a freaking cop. You ain't got squat on us. You can't just come in here waving your piece like it meant something. Yeah! Oh my god! Oh god, you shot me! Ah!
Putain, l'acting de ce dude-là.
What the hell are you waiting for, you apes? Kill him! Kill him! With pleasure, boss.
Gagnidi bailed. I made like Chow Yun fat. Vinny Gagnidi was getting scared. He could run, but with a bullet in his stomach like a broken bottle of Tabasco, he was quickly running out of time. He knew where his boss was, and I wanted to square things up with Jack Lupino. Gagnidi would be moving fast. I don't know about angels, but it's fear that gives men wings.
Bro, quelqu'un jump sur un métro de
Gagnidi
même.
hitched a ride. To catch him, I'd have to follow his lead.
Il va littéralement glisser puis il va se coffrer.
Ouais, ben, c'est pas de sauter comme t'as fait d'habitude. Fait comme t'as fait tantôt, tu glides, de jump on. Que tu plonges, là, mais tu plonges pas.
Le moment où tu m'as dit ça, j'étais dans les airs.
Ouais, so you jump normally.
Non, j'ai jumpé en glide.
Oh, you did right. Okay.
Ouais, mais c'est juste qu'apparemment, genre, tu sais.
T'as raté de... Right, okay.
Ouais.
I'm not gonna lie,
Comment? Qu'est-ce que tu dis?
A crumpled letter lay on Gagniti's desk.
Arrivé, c'est ce jeu.
The letter was addressed to Don Punchinello, but Vinny had never had the nerve to finish it.
Jack's gone voodoo. Just the other night, he shot Dino because he wanted to see what his brains looked like splattered on the wall. He's a freaking mad dog. We're running out of men and business fast.
Gagniti had been living in mortal fear of his boss. Jack Lupino was a psycho. Vinny Gagniti was really scared. He could run, but with a bullet in his stomach like a broken bottle of Tabasco, he was quickly running out of time. He knew where his boss was, and I wanted to square things up with Jack Lupino. Gagniti would be moving fast. I don't know about angels, but it's fear that gives men wings.
Always.
Gagniti hitched a ride. To catch him, I'd have to follow his lead. This was my second train ride of the night. The way it started didn't promise anything better than the last one. Freezing wind tearing at my face like sandpaper and razors, ice hard and slick under my hands and feet. Somewhere in the background, the wail of sirens, the city howling after me. New York sped by in fast forward. Dark rooftop water towers and a dead forest of antennas and chimneys, all a blur. When the train he was riding slowed down, Gagniti made his move.
Putain, la manette qui était son gueule. C'est l'autre qui a tué son ami, man. Il a pris ça du vieux dans le bouli, man. Allez, est-ce que t'as pas mon radio? Jargon. Pointe à Chandon.
NYPD, you on the roof. Drop your weapon and lie down. I repeat, drop your weapon and lie face down.
It's Pete! He's coming down the stairs! Shoot the bastard!
Okay, boss, we got it.
No trouble.
What?
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 Mais... On
Ouais.
Calé, c'est comme un chapter.
15 000.
Ah, le mec, c'est son gun, man.
What the?
What the? Merde, I see how it is down there with the police in the coffin. Wait a minute.
Are you from
Are they
Tea
making
Garden?
coffin walls?
You're from the Tea Garden.
I need to go down there. Didn't.
Hell.
Oh. Just a good teammate.
I saw We're gonna be rich.
Freaking rich!
Even richer than that, wise guy.
Freaking rich!
On a roll.
He's dead. Three.
Quoi?
Tu lis.
C'est quand même pas pire celle-là.
What the?
Comment sûr que quelqu'un avec un stomach qui genre qui se tire à le stomach qui te fera pas aussi certain que ça? Qu'est-ce que t'en penses toi?
D'accord.
What the?
Non, t'écoutes plus le stream?
Non.
Pas gentil.
Ah, c'était long là.
Ouais, c'est tout mon ami.